You're correct. I'm not. Let me fix that. Wow, now I'm all deflated right now. Dude, I just got soft. What the fuck? Hello. Dan Saltman on the air. What's going on?
God. I've been smashing my fucking face against the keyboard.
All right, please, just tell my audience why I'm wrong and a malicious actor.
Oh, you're so wrong. You're so dumb. So what about, okay, you're thinking about big YouTubers. What about if I'm just fucking Orpheus, like Orpheus 315, and I'm small and my YouTube is just me hanging out with my kids and nobody knows about it and I have fucking 3 subscribers.
Yeah,
Do
it's
I
not
get to go on
doxing
there?
to pull up a YouTube channel with somebody's kids that they willingly upload.
It's nothing to do with anyone else, bro. It's not. I just set my name to someone else. I come into your shit and I start shit talking.
YouTube is not a site to post your private movies and family fun and all that stuff.
I would agree.
It's a website.
I agree. This is retarded. Okay, but people have public Facebook pages also. Okay, so you
sure,
can't
and it's
say
different
that.
than a content creator on a content creator website and a second content creator website. That is insane.
If my name was Nikki D316 on FB, you would have no issue pulling that up on stream, and you wouldn't feel nervous.
No, because my account's
that.
private. If you got into my account and you started pulling up my family members based off that, I've gone out of my way to private all that information, so it's not easily accessible to the average person. Sure,
so
100%.
Anyone who has a public.
And by the way, just to be clear, your argument right now is that Ethan Klein is a doxer because he literally did this. Ethan Klein literally pulled up a Facebook account or an Instagram account.
This is the great part. I'm only arguing that it's illegal on Twitch. It's not illegal on YouTube. Twitch is retarded, okay? And you can't deny that he absolutely broke the fucking golden rule. It's completely different on YouTube. It is.
So wait, what is illegal on Twitch? Do the courts use that to serve somebody? This is why it's fucking cringy.
When I say illegal,
so he's a doxer in respect to Twitch? That's so fucking stupid.
I agree. It's fucking autistic. It's not autistic.
So then why is the argument that Hasan's a doxer and not that Twitch's TOS is bad?
Well, that's something you have to take up with Twitch because Twitch will ban people.
Because you're carrying really hard here, dude. We understand Hasan Piker
That's completely unfair. No, Hasan Piker doesn't get preferential treatment. If I was not banned on stream, or if Destiny wasn't banned on Twitch, if I went on there and I pulled up someone's fucking profile and started shaking a gun around, saying,
"This is my argument. I just gave it for fucking half an hour."
I wouldn't get a 24 or a 30-day. You would be gone forever. Forever.
Well, I think Destiny's kid's banned forever, right? Just to be clear.
He is banned forever. And he didn't even do the doxing. Sure. And it was the wrong guy. But that's
the point of the branding. Wait, that's the brandishing the gun part. The doxing part is stupid. He pulled up the guy's YouTube channel. That's what we're arguing about.
But what I'm saying to you is the reason that rule's in place is that anyone could set their name to someone else. And that's a scary thing. Like, if you are just a nobody.
Well, thank God that they only set their name to YouTube.
Hold on. I'm just saying, hypothetically, let's say that you're literally a nobody. You're not even online, but you hate like an ex-girlfriend, okay? And you set your name to this ex-girlfriend. So you're like Sarah Susan's YT, okay? And you go on there and you start talking shit.
Then Sarah Susan is a stupid bitch for uploading fucking public videos on a public platform. I'm sorry, like it's fucking YouTube.
That's the rule. That's probably the rule. It's in place. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be Facebook or something.
That's not doxing. That still wouldn't be doxing.
I don't know.
I do. It's absolutely not.
I would say it's not. I would say it's not from my perspective, but it's actually also
from Twitch's perspective. That's so stupid, bro.
Why? Do we not have to live in Twitch's ecosystem?
No, we don't. We agree that all of their TOS is fucking stupid.
Well, if we're just gonna roll on that, then sure, yeah. Dude, then everything is. Then the only doxing is literally like taking someone's email. Your argument right now
is like when they're talking about the clip where they're like, oh, it's the hypocrisy that's the worst part. And they're like, no, actually,
it's not the worst part. It's the gun waving and pulling up an unrelated person, calling him a fucking loser is the bad part. And that's why they probably have the first rule that you're not supposed to do this.
Dan, that's a solid argument. I got no problem with that one. I agree with that one. But when you extend it to doxer, you give people tons of range to call you a bad faith schizophrenic. And then you get on my fucking stream and you're like, actually, Nick, this is where you got it wrong. It is illegal on twitch.tv.
Right, well, dude, I mean, that was...
Dude, the Twitch police are going to come arrest you.
You know what? You are a son of a bitch. Okay, you're using that one word, not illegal.
No, you're using that one word, doxer.
Well, that's what they say. Look at the fucking page, you dumb bastard.
Then why did you not? Wait, why did you not pull up? Why did you not circle the publishing confidential information part and only point to the cause inconvenience and embarrassment? Your doxing policy that you're telling me that they have is that
if you Twitch gives an example of what confidential information is, and look. It's photographs.
Then Dan, you deserved your ban. You pulled up fucking Dan Clancy's social media sites and laughed at him. You're a doxer. You deserved it.
I'm not arguing. Why doesn't Hasan get it then?
The goat.
Why doesn't every streamer who's ever laughed at
man.
anybody ever get hit by this policy? It's because obviously it wasn't the intention when they wrote it.
I mean, the intention is that if you're trying to make someone feel uncomfortable, that's like at the top there, right? If you're attempting to make someone
No,
feel
the
inconvenient
top
harm,
is the publishing confidential information part.
DeOrio.
What, it's circled in red right there. Why?
No,
What is it?
I know, but you forgot the rest of the sentence.
Okay, we
You
can go through it.
circled the-
You won't win on this. I'm a
circled
debate
half
bro.
a sentence.
You're stepping into my world, okay? I'm a debate bro.
You're stepping into my world. You're a
No,
co-host.
you commentate on the debates. I make the debates, okay? This ain't gonna go the way you think, guy, okay? It's not. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're not ready. You're not cut out for this. Listen, it says attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, or embarrassment or shame by doing this shit. I agree.
What shit? Please tell me what shit he did. What was the shit?
Publishing confidential information.
Dude, the
I agree.
confidential information of his public-facing YouTube videos, Dan?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can we look at the list of examples that they give right below? It's very helpful of Twitch to do that.
Do you understand that even YouTube videos can be private, right? Distributing private YouTube videos is different than distributing public ones, right?
I missed some. That first one there is too, the real name. I think that was in that one as well. That's not good.
Okay, dude, so if you critique anyone using their real name, even if they set that to their channel name, that's doxing.
I mean, if you're doing it, attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, or embarrassment,
every Twitch streamer. I can ban them all. I can ban every Twitch streamer because I use my real name on YouTube, and that's TOS breaking right now. Dude, Hasan will rue the day when I file these reports.
On Twitch, sir. On Twitch.
Dude, Hasan is gonna rue the day he criticized me.
Mr. Oreo.
No, listen, there's a big difference between Twitch and YouTube. Okay, YouTube is way better, way more intelligent with this stuff. Twitch is like the Care Bear, like stupid space of all this stuff. I
gotta be honest, Dan. I agree with you 99% of the time that Twitch, in and of itself or whatever, constantly fucking has horrible TOS violations. We've talked about the DMCA shit, but this is an example of you clip chimping their TOS and trying to find meaning in it when it's not there.
I really don't think so.
I do.
I think well, hold on. Wouldn't you say that a reason that this is put into place and that Twitch would want it is that so that streamers wouldn't pull up random people that are not related to this whatsoever in front of 30,000 people and call them
But he's in the game. That's a YouTuber. He's in the game.
Listen, it could have been a Facebook. It could have been something else.
But it wasn't. And if it was, we would argue it differently. But again, Ethan Klein is literally pulled up
but
like
that's why this
fucking
rule is
similar
put in
shit.
place to I'm not defending Ethan. You shouldn't do it either.
Okay.
They're all bad.
But like, why is it bad when Taylor Lorenz isn't posting the footage of Hasan doing bro tip, but we can just ignore that fact based on and make this argument about Hasan Piker?
Wait, I'm not following. What's that?
Well, it's bad when Taylor Lorenz pulls up that clip from 10 years ago saying that Ethan Klein harasses women. But everyone says, Taylor, you've got to watch the video of Bro Tip where he said if you're old enough to count, you're old enough to mount. And then you have to address that one.
That's the game.
But I'm not playing the game. I'm trying to get the truth. I'm sorry. Like I'm not here to play your game.
It's not my game. That is the game. Like if you're out here like I can't believe you're pulling up tweets from 10 years ago. Well, listen, bro, I don't know what to tell you. That's the world. That is never changing ever, no matter what. That is what everyone does all the time, nonstop. It will never end ever. And your side is based.
It's not a good argument.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a good argument. That's what everyone does.
But you're just throwing shit at the wall. What makes you better than him? What makes you better than Hasan Piker?
I'm glad you asked because my side is honorable and it was obviously taken out of context. Their side meant it, and they still haven't changed.
Oh, so it's just sides cock. This is the issue.
Completely, 100%.
That's the big issue, though. That's why unironically, that's why we can't do a show.
Well, it's not me saying that.
No, it was you. You just said that.
No, I'm saying that's how the game is. That is the game, 100%.
All right. Well,
do you not think that that's what people do on Twitter all day, every day?
Yeah, but you're the guy on Twitter, so you can't be like... You know what this is? This is the argument for why Hasan Piker is allowed to be a socialist with a big-ass house. It's the same thing. It's like, well, unfortunately, this is the landscape that we're in, so I might as well do it. If we lived in a whole socialist society or whatever, obviously we'd be redistributing, but I could buy a Porsche and a huge house, because unfortunately that's the current world we live in.
I guess what I would see you coming at this is like you have someone like shitting on you, like doing a lot of stuff, and you're
Hasan
like, well, that
Piker
really sucks.
Smeared me as a Nazi. Hasan Piker has fucking said that I'm a fucking far righter. He said that EFAP is a far right podcast. He's pulled up my shit all the time and stuff like that and said a bunch of horrible shit about me that's not accurate. And you know what? There's a huge list of stuff I can critique with him. I don't have to make anything up though. There's enough here that I don't need to like stretch it as far as I can go. Yeah, I don't need I don't need to stretch a 50th example of when Twitch.tv was too lenient on Hasan Piker's ban. There's plenty of examples as it is that are stronger. But all you do is put fodder in there for him to respond and get an easier clapback with.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you. I mean, especially looking at how many people thought that this was egregious. I think that you might be having a very commentary brain to take care versus what the
commentary take is to not lie.
Yeah, this isn't the lie, though.
You sent me a screenshot where you circled half a sentence.
Wait, what did you think that was supposed to be showing there?
The published confidential information part was pretty important to that sentence. That's a pretty important factor when determining doxing is the confidential information part. That's probably
include. What is the first example on that thing that I didn't even circle?
Okay, but that would literally make me the biggest glitch in
yes,
YouTube
I understand.
history.
Twitch's terms of service is retarded. What do you want me to say? I agree. Yes.
Okay.
But you can't be like, hey, it's only confidential information. It's confidential information. It gives you a fucking list of what it is, right there. And you're like choosing not to acknowledge that. You're
because
like, no,
it's laughably ridiculous to say that a social media
then
person
fucking blame them. Then blame them.
Nicholas DeOrio would be doxing if someone said it on Twitch. They would never enforce the policy like that. You want to say Hasan Piker?
Point to the fact that like people like Nathan got permanently banned.
If they unbanned Destiny right now, someone they hate on the platform, and Destiny went live and said Nicholas DeOrio made a new video on me, they would not ban him for that. They would never enforce this policy on Nicholas DeOrio.
That line there, attempting to cause inconvenience, harm, or embarrassment. That's
guess what? Your friend hates me, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do it for the love of the game.
Maybe he would. Maybe he'd say, "Hey, go check out this latest video. It's pretty good."
Maybe after the J-Stock stuff. I don't know.
But, I mean, yeah, exactly. He's coming back.
All right. Well, I think we've kind of exhausted this. I'm gonna get back to my segment now, but that's really I'm not really super happy with that combo.
Did you see the don't forget you go to the Mike one. That's a much more
the Mike stuff is here. It's on the list. I'm going to talk about it because Mike retweeted something about me. So I'll let you go.
Okay.
Dude, holy shit. I just fed the small commentary channels for a month. What the fuck, bro? Holy shit, dude. All right. So we're gonna run this segment as quickly as possible, I guess. I don't know, because this is gonna get reposted everywhere. Okay.